everyone. Great to be here. What is Mangata? Mangata is an omni-chain ZK rollup for L1 grade native liquidity. It's powered by EigenLayer. We have released our research paper 2 months ago, and it got quite a lot of excitement on Twitter, more than 100K views. It was retweeted by some of the top Twitter accounts. And what is it? So you can think of Mangata as this ZK rollup that is simultaneously connected to multiple layer ones. We are using the tech of the Starkware we're building on Substrate, and we are using finality powered by EigenLayer. On a very high level, if you think about it, like very simple use case. Imagine you have the ZK rollup that is connected to Ethereum on one side and to Binance Chain on the other side. From Ethereum, you deposit ETH. From Binance Chain side, you deposit BNB. Now, both assets are sitting in this rollup, and the custody of those assets are L1 secured because all those assets are sitting on respective layer ones. Now, you have both representations of those assets on Mangata's rollup, and you pair them into an automated market maker where the swap operation is verified and secured by EigenLayer Restake. Suddenly, you have a new cross-chain automated market maker with L1 security. You have native ETH with native BNB. All other solutions on the market cannot provide such high security guarantees. All of the solutions out there are either using some sort of a bridging, which is having its own multi-signature problems, or they're having their own consensus and they're having their own economic security, or they are going with the solution of Lightland bridges. All of them are legitimate solutions, but this solution for cross-chain communication using rollups provides the highest possible security guarantees that are currently on the market. On top of that, we are algorithmic traders ourselves. I'm proud. We have been one of the top 3 front-running bots on Ethereum in 2019 before Flash bots have been deployed. So MEV is our bread and butter, and to provide the best user experience on trading, we have to minimize MEV. I could talk about this for 2 hours. We have released another paper on MEV, but very broadly on a high level, we are minimizing MEV on the broad spectrum of attack vectors. What is our go-to-market? I could tell you a lot about the campaigns, how to get users, how to get them excited. We are working with the top marketing agency, high partners. They will be rebranding our project. They were working with like DYDX. So we will be reusing a lot of campaigns to get attention. But the most important thing is that I see this as a repeating story in crypto. When new project or new platform emerges, be it Polygon, I've seen it in Cosmos, in Polkadot, Avalanche, you have to be the first mover in that ecosystem because that ecosystem will produce new influencers, will produce new blogs, media channels, foundation will be doing a lot of co-marketing, a lot of new projects will emerge, and you have to build up the momentum. So you have to install your project into that growing ecosystem, and you will grow with that environment. This is the best thing how to think about go-to-market. You need to identify the domain that in the future will grow 10 times. For us, it's an EigenLayer. We plan to be the flagship project of the EigenLayer. We believe this is the next evolutionary step because we can provide L1 grade liquidity. Because we are using rollups, we can offer users 100% guarantee on withdrawals. Even if the chain would go dark, users can still withdraw their assets from the rollup. So compared to other competitors like Thorchain or maybe Chainflip, which are getting a lot of traction right now in this whole category, people have trauma like a year and a half ago that they've injected liquidity Bitcoin into Thorchain and they couldn't withdraw their assets for several months. This cannot happen on Mangata because Mangata's node operators, they don't have any responsibility over the custody of the assets. On top of that, swaps are gas-free. We have a great team.
1 minute left.
We have a great team, people, engineers from Twitter, from Ubisoft. Me personally, I'm 10 years in crypto. I've seen all of the stuff that happened in this industry. My co-founder Gleb, he has strong academic experience, so we are a team of 20 people, and we don't need to hire anymore. We are currently running a testnet. It's in development for 2 years. Everything is developed. The last missing puzzle is the eigenlayer integration, which will happen next month. In terms of our traction, we have 24,000 on Twitter, 30,000 on email. We have an active community, excited, 50 node operators, independent ones. I mentioned already our competition, which is Thorchain and Chainflip. We offer much higher security guarantees. We have the security from eigenlayer, and the user experience is much better. You can think once we connect Ethereum, then it's just a copy-paste job to integrate all the other EVMs out there. So think Binance Chain, think Tron, and all the others, Polygon, Arbitrum, Optimism, any chain that is EVM-based. Once that is integrated, we're going for non-EVM use cases, namely first priority going for Bitcoin. So imagine having a pair of native Ethereum with native Bitcoin. Thank you very much for listening. One last sentence. We have top investors from the industry. Polychain is our main shareholder, and we are raising 3 million right now. 1.5 million is fulfilled already. We have 3 lead investors in the DD, and we are closing this round in 3 weeks. Thank you for listening.
Many thanks for showcasing. Congratulations on your great partners. I have 2 questions coming up from Alex Kovensko. So firstly, where is the finality? What is happening if any other connected chains have different views on the final state of the rollup?
Oh, that's a great question. That's why we have to use the third layer 1 as the source of arbiter, as a source of finality. So you have two layer 1s connected, but the reconciliation about those 2, you need to have some third as a settlement layer. And for that, we are using eigenlayer because it fits exactly for our needs.
Perfect. Thank you for clarifying. And secondly, what do you use for DA?
For DA, because we're using Substrate, for DA, we might be using our own DA because it is embedded in our existing blockchain. This is still on the roadmap, but since we are part of eigenlayer ecosystem, the first solution that would come into thinking other than ourselves is using EigenDA.
Thank you for clarifying. And I have one more question coming up from Nikkei from UK UF. My apologies, I lost the name of the venture, UFVentures. So native Bitcoin collateral, who is the custodian? Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, the custodians are the users. If you are providing liquidity in Bitcoin into Mangata, you are the custodian. You're not losing custody. We are not using any bridge, any sort of oracle. So we're not introducing any new economic security assumptions. So it's a true peer-to-peer fashion trading versus liquidity.
That's great to hear. And I have one more question coming up from Julia. When is the TGE and what is the token utility?
I didn't have time to go for token utility. Token will be launched with the mainnet. Mainnet should happen roughly around March, April next year. The token utility, we have gas-free swaps, and then you have problem with spam if you do not have gas on their blockchain. So to solve that, we are having this model of token locks. So imagine you want to do 10,000 transactions per 24 hours on the blockchain. So you need to buy the MGA token and lock it, and this will give you a guarantee for 10,000 transactions per 24 hours. So you need the token to access the blockchain's throughput.
Thank you on behalf of EvoInvest for your reply. I see we're also out of time. So Peter, many thanks for joining our event today. I'm looking forward to see Mangata Finance develop and wish you a great one.
Thank you very much. It was great to be here.